The historian and his muse, introducing Herodotus and Euterpe. Herodotus, a Greek writer from long ago, is often called the father of history. He traveled far and wide collecting stories and information about the past. One of his most famous works is called The Histories. The second book, Euterpe, is dedicated to the muse of music and lyric poetry. But don't let that fool you. This book is actually a fascinating journey through ancient Egypt. Herodotus was captivated by Egypt, a land of wonders, full of strange creatures, impressive monuments, and a rich history. In Euterpe, he shares his discoveries, painting a vivid picture of this ancient civilization. He describes the Nile River, the lifeblood of Egypt, and the fertile lands it sustains. He marvels at the pyramids, those colossal tombs of the pharaohs, and explores the mysteries of Egyptian religion. Herodotus brings ancient Egypt to life with his engaging storytelling, recounting myths and legends. Through Herodotus's eyes, we glimpse a world of pharaohs, pyramids, mummies, and hieroglyphs. So join us as we delve into the pages of Euterpe and explore the wonders of ancient Egypt through the eyes of Herodotus. The gift of the Nile, Egypt's geography and life-giving river. Imagine a vast desert, scorching hot and unforgiving. Now picture a river, a silver ribbon winding its way through this arid landscape. This is Egypt, the gift of the Nile, as Herodotus aptly calls it. The Nile River, flowing from the heart of Africa, is the lifeblood of Egypt. Herodotus describes the Nile in detail, its annual floods, and the fertile land it creates. He explains how the Egyptians depend on the river for everything, for drinking, farming, and transportation. He marvels at the ingenuity of the Egyptians, who have learned to live in harmony with the Nile's rhythms. He describes the Nile Delta, where the river fans out before reaching the Mediterranean Sea. Herodotus connects the geography to the lives of the people, from farmers to fishermen. Even the crocodiles lurking in the shallows remind us of nature's power. The rhythm of the Nile, customs and daily life in ancient Egypt. Herodotus was fascinated by the Egyptians and their way of life. He observed their customs and beliefs, finding them both intriguing and perplexing. He describes the Egyptians as a deeply religious people, with rituals and ceremonies woven into every aspect of their lives. Herodotus describes how they celebrated the annual flood, a time of both rejoicing and anxiety. He explains their intricate system of irrigation canals and their reliance on the river's bounty for their survival. He delves into their daily lives, describing their clothing, food, and homes. He notes their love of music and dance, their skills in crafts like weaving and pottery. Herodotus doesn't shy away from describing practices he finds strange or even repulsive, like mummifying animals. He details their elaborate burial rituals, including the process of mummification. Section 4, Pharaohs and Pyramids, History and Religion in Herodotus's Euterpe. Herodotus delves into the history of Egypt, recounting the reigns of pharaohs and the rise and fall of dynasties. He describes the construction of the pyramids, those colossal tombs that still stand today as a testament to the power and ambition of the pharaohs. He explains the Egyptian belief in the afterlife, their elaborate burial rituals, and their reverence for the pharaoh, who was considered a living god. He describes the pantheon of Egyptian gods and goddesses, each with their own unique powers and responsibilities. Herodotus is particularly interested in the Egyptian obsession with death and the afterlife. He explains the Egyptians' belief that preserving the body was essential for the soul's journey in the afterlife. He also recounts myths and legends, such as the story of the god Ra, who sailed across the sky each day in a boat. Section 5, A Traveler's Tales, Herodotus's personal observations of Egypt. Euterpe is more than just a dry historical account. It's also a travelogue, a collection of Herodotus's personal observations and experiences in Egypt. He shares anecdotes from his travels, describing the people he meets, the sights he sees, the food he eats. He marvels at the pyramids, describing their immense size and intricate construction. He visits temples and observes religious ceremonies, recording his impressions of these ancient rituals. He travels up the Nile, describing the changing landscapes and the people he encounters along the way. He recounts conversations with priests and locals, trying to piece together their beliefs and customs. This honesty and curiosity make his account all the more engaging. Section 6. Legacy of the Past, Euterpe's enduring impact on our understanding of ancient Egypt. Herodotus's Euterpe is a window into a lost world. It's a treasure trove of information about ancient Egypt, its geography, its people, its customs, and its beliefs. While not all of his information is completely accurate by today's standards, his work remains invaluable to historians and archaeologists. Euterpe sparked a fascination with ancient Egypt that continues to this day. His vivid descriptions of the pyramids, the pharaohs, and the mysteries of Egyptian religion have captured the imaginations of generations. His work has inspired countless books, films, and documentaries, bringing the wonders of ancient Egypt to life for a modern audience. Euterpe is a reminder of the enduring power of curiosity and the timeless fascination with ancient civilizations.